Alright, you guys, don't mind how I'm looking. I just popped up out my sleep, right? Because I don't know if it's like a vision or if it's a dream or whatever God had blessed me with, right? Like I said, I just popped up out my sleep. And I'm still scared. I'm shaking, you guys. Okay? Because like every time he like blesses me with a dream or vision, you guys, it's of like the world ending or something, like every time. So I'm gonna get into what I just like seen this morning, and then I'm gonna get into some dreams and some visions he had showed me when I was 18. You feel me? I'm not 18, by the way. This was like years ago. All right, so like we was all standing right in like a field type thingy. I don't know how to explain it, you guys. It was like a field, and it was fences around, and what's it called? There were like big buildings behind us, right? Like big buildings, like those, like big buildings, like behind me, and I don't know what it's called when you like stand, like sit around and listen to somebody talk, like them sermons, or you know, like how it's a concert and people standing up, like enjoying the concert. It wasn't like that. It was like it was a whole bunch of rows of seats in the middle of the field. And excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to remember because I'm really struggling to remember. This is the first dream. Well, I had another one that I remember in a while. Uh, but it was like rows, and it was a lot of people in rows sitting, and then at the front, uh, it was, excuse me, I'm like, literally, you guys, I just popped up out my sleep and made this video. It's literally 8 o'clock in the morning, but and I forgot my camera thingy, so my arm is getting tired holding it. Please forgive me, y'all. But they were all looking at I'm gonna try to put the camera down because I'm using my iPad and it's kind of heavy, guys. All right, so there was you know, the rows of people sitting, and there was a lot of people looking at the lady. It was like a black woman. You know, she had long black hair, and she was wearing a white suit, and she was standing at a podium, like you know, speaking to people. But it wasn't about like nothing that had to do with God. I don't know. I don't remember what she was speaking about, honestly. But I don't think like she was speaking about God or something. Like she was speaking, and then she like ran off the stage because I forgot why she ran. I think her mom or something was saying her husband left her. Like I said, they weren't speaking about God. Where we was and like what they were talking about, and I don't even think it matters anyways. So she ran off the stage, and as everybody's trying to figure out, you know, like why she ran off or something, the whole time I was looking at her, like above her, and it's crazy because I've been obsessed with clouds. We gonna get into that in another video, right? But like right above her, right? It was like these clouds. They were shaped like angels, but they were big. Like they were big. So I'm sitting there looking, you know. And then as she runs off, and we go to the other side to see like what she's doing, and it was like different locations in one. Like we was in the field, and we ran off, and I don't know where we ended up. But like the angels were falling, the clouds, like they were. I can't like I don't know how to explain it. They were like clouds shaped like angels, but they were big, you know, and they were under the sun, and then they start going to the right. So I'm just like looking at it, following, right, because I knew they were angels, and when they started moving, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I started getting scared, and Yeah, like once we stopped, the angels, they started coming down, but they were in cloud shape, right? They started coming down one by one, right? And I think because I was so scared, I couldn't like count. I literally thought I was in the dream. Like I was like shaking, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but the lady, I think she had said there were six of them, and they were all coming down. Like, let me show you. Like how you see how it looks like. Oh, I can't see. Oh, you guys can't see because it's exactly what I'm trying to explain. Is exactly like what's in the air. Please forgive me. Like I said, I'm trying my hardest to explain. Uh, they were all just coming down one by one, and like I said, I think it was six of them. And as they were coming down, the lady had said, you know, it looked like a rich Joshua. You feel me? But he was small. Like he looked like, you know, like he was not one of us, but he looked like human like. He wasn't shaped as a cloud. And he was in all gold. And I don't know if he was the one who blew the trumpets, or I just know when he came down, and I don't think he touched the ground fully. He like came down to the middle. Like he came out of the sky and like stopped like in the middle. And then trumpets and horns started blowing. Like I don't know if it's called a trumpet or a horn. And but it was like not like we could just hear it. It was like it was over the whole world. Like you could tell the whole world could hear it. And everybody started running and screaming. And I was so scared, you know, I started running or whatever because I knew like I just knew God was coming out the clouds. And I started running. I was running with the lady, and we ran down the alleyway. And then, because like everybody ran opposite ways, and then we ran into a door that said stairs, and we run down like three flights of stairs. And when we get to the bottom and go out the door, we were back in the same spot. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, we ran down the alley, ran down the stairs, and when we came out the door, we were back in the same exact spot we started. Excuse me if I repeated myself, but it was like darkish blue, like not like a dark blue, but it was like a certain type of blue outside. And like I said, we was back at the field. Well, I don't know where the lady went. She ended up going somewhere else, and I was just like standing there by myself, and like people were just like playing, and they were just like having fun. They were just doing whatever, and I was standing there scared, you know, like waiting for something to happen. And then I see a phone, and then I try to pick up the phone to call my mom, but there was like no phone app on the phone to call. It was like only the phone was just filled with a whole bunch of games and like the internet. And then I woke up. So excuse me if I didn't explain it right, but yeah, that's what I seen, you guys. Just like when I woke up like 5 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago. Yeah, just the angels in cloud shape coming out of the sky, and then Joshua, you know, coming out in all gold. And like I said, I don't know if he was the one who sounded the trumpet, or I don't know. I just know that the angels came out the sky. Exactly what I just said. So I'm gonna end this video and start another video of all the other visions I had saw.